Hello, welcome back to your presentation lectures. I am Professor Jones and we'll be picking up from here. We'll be picking it up from here, moving along into chapter 3, birth and its cultural context. And so I want you to keep in mind that the PowerPoint lectures is there to help you. It is essential that you read the chapters because there is content in your text assignment and exam that the power lecture do not cover. So it would behoove you to actually go through and read the chapters. Moving along. And so birth has 3 stages. Here's a photo for you to view and look at the different stages that happens in the uterus in the woman during birth. In stage 1, the dilation and effacement occurs, contractions, 30 pounds of pressure, effacement of cervix. The dilation of the cervix occurs, sweating, nausea, and lots of pain, but really good pain, because this gives another being the opportunity to go through the human development process. And in stage 2, birth occurs. The fetus descends from the uterus through birth canal, crowning, and delivery. And in stage 3, explosion of placenta, that's the afterbirth. The placenta and all supporting structures are pulled out. Important to avoid infection during this stage. And episiotomy is common. And so if you have trouble pronouncing that term, episiotomy is how you pronounce it. Okay? Episiotomy. And so do your due diligence and go and dive a little bit deeper to try to work towards understanding episiotomy. Okay? Birth complications actually occur, unfortunately, during birth with women. And the doctors do their best to prevent these birth complications from becoming fatal in this new day and age that we're in. And so there are 3 things that can occur that I would like to point out. Failure to progress. Labor is taking longer. It can be harmful to the mom and the baby. Unfortunately, breech presentation. The fetus turn, feet or buttocks positioned to come out first. Risk of umbilical cord constricting. And midwives massage abdomen to turn baby around. Risk of tearing the placenta or uterine wall. And cesarean delivery can be done to deal with birth complications. Thank God for that procedure. And this is a geographical graph for you to kind of look at, have a visual of this statistical results that was gained from research to look at where the differences in percentages by cesarean sections, okay? Percentage of birth by cesarean sections. And when you read your text, they provide specifics, of the geographical locations, okay? And so in the red area, you see that it's 30%, 15 to 30% in the orangey area, and then you can actually read and go down and see the rest. And then the white shows that there was no actual testing done in those areas. The questions below is important for you to take a look at because it may pop up on your text assignment. On which countries have the highest rates of cesarean sections? And what determines whether a country has high or low rates? And so look at those questions, and it's important to know the answer to them. Moving along. Cultural and historical variations in birth beliefs. In some countries and in some cultures, they celebrate the birth of babies, and they celebrate babies prior to being born in some places, like America, for example. In America culture, we tend to give baby showers. You know, that's a historical variation of the differences in cultural beliefs and how we should celebrate the life, a new life, okay, that's coming into the world. And so the celebration of birth in Zimbabwe, they praise women and at times offer them gifts, fear or worriness of birth. And in this case, when that actually occurs, unfortunately, in New Guinea, they allow birth on outskirts of the village in a place reserved for menstruation activities. Okay. Cultures may have purifying traditions for mothers after birth. The placenta has no meanings. Right? Some cultures bury them in a scarce place, and some cultures believe it has value for hormones and nutrients. Interesting, huh? And so I'll stop here and get back to the rest of the slides in the next segment.